What's good, boxing narrative? So we could have some pretty interesting development here, as Hamzah Sheeraz could be fighting Janibek Alimkhanuly. So if we looked at the latest WBO rankings, right here is the month of June. This was the one that came out for July, about a week ago, I think it was. As you can see, for June, Canelo #1, but Canelo's fighting Billy, so don't pay attention to that. Jacob Bank, Pachenko, and then there we go. Well, in the latest rankings, as you can see, they added Janibek right there on #2 and pretty much slided. Well, no, actually, they kept Pachenko #3 and they put Jacob Bank from #2 all the way down to #4, and then everyone else pretty much just slide right down. So Janibek, the former middleweight champion, he's currently out for a PED suspension. I mean, personally, I still don't believe everything. I mean, they barely even given us anything. Like what's going on with that? What's going on with the investigation? I don't know. In my opinion, I'm still suspicious on what really happened. All right, that's just me though. That's just me. But Janibek is officially still on suspension. He won't be back until December. Well, that will be when the ban is lifted. Who knows when he'll fight again? But according to right here, he is #2 in the super middleweight rankings, meaning since Canelo is fighting in Billy in October, Janibek will be the highest ranking fighter in the WBO rankings, meaning he will most likely be the mandatory for Hamzah Sheeraz. Now, for me, this is surprising because, of course, if we look in the rankings before, Jacob Bank was always right there, and I always thought if the WBO was gonna mandate Sheeraz to fight his mandatory, well, it was gonna be Jacob Bank because Jacob Bank is the next highest rated contender. However, I mean, we're proven wrong right there. It's now gonna be Janibek. Now, if you remember back in what was it, 2 years ago now? Has it been that long already? 2024. The WBO did mandate Janibek versus Sheeraz before. This was when Janibek was the middleweight title holder. But of course, very famously, Sheeraz and Queensberry, Frank Warren, they ducked that fight. So Sheeraz has already ducked Janibek before. If the WBO were to mandate this fight again, will Hamza Sheeraz fight Janibek, or will he duck again? Now I have a sneaky suspicion that Sheeraz will actually take this fight this time because he is the title holder this time. Back in 2024, Janibek had the titles, and Sheeraz, he was drained as shit at 160, and he wasn't a title holder at that point. He was just a young fighter, no experience. A guy like that getting knocked out, that wouldn't have been great for his career. However, Sheeraz now has a title. He's gone. I was gonna say he's gone better, but he hasn't gone better. Sheeraz is still the same bum that he is, but he's had more fights. Uh, I was gonna say better opponents, but I mean his opponents are still the same too. If we're being honest, Shiraz is still the same hype job that he was back then. All right, nothing really has changed about him. But I think he would take this fight now because he does have a title now, meaning he has more leverage. It probably won't be a Riyadh season fight, so I mean, even if it is, I mean, Shiraz will always have the judges behind his pockets. They're always gonna favor Shiraz and such, and Janibek would be going up in weight, even though Janibek is a really big guy. Um, it would be his first fight at super middleweight, which is very interesting. I always thought Janibek, when he did decided to go up in weight, I always thought he would take like a tune-up fight first. But no, maybe he wants to become mandatory straight away for Shiraz, which I have no problem with as well. So yeah, Hamza Shiraz versus Janibek. I mean, hey, if this comes true, I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it at all. Okay. All I want is Shiraz to actually take a challenge. I don't want this guy to cherry pick anymore. I don't want this guy to duck anymore. All right. It's time that Shiraz puts his big boy pants on, and it's time that he actually takes on a challenge. And Janibek is a worthy challenge. All right, I make Janibek the favorite. I think Janibek would knock out Sheeraz pretty easily, but you never know. With these days, Sheeraz, he has the judges in his pockets. Turkey, I'm sure keeps Janibek or keeps Sheeraz very well protected. I mean, who knows if this fight would even get mandated? All right, I'm just putting this video out there because Janibek getting slided into number two. I mean, usually when this happens, like the fighter would get ranked at like number I don't know, number seven, number six, number five, straight out at number two. That means they're gonna be made the mandatory, you know. So Shiraz, he's gonna get a mandatory fight, and it's looking like it's gonna be Janibek. We shall see how that goes. I mean, I'd say Janibek could knock out Shiraz, but until the fight actually gets announced, I can't say too much on it because who knows? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But I would favor Janibek in that matchup. But let's see. Will Shiraz finally take on a challenge? If it's not going to be Jacob Bank, I guess Janibek is the best possible choice as well.